Dear friends, I want to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. This Shabbat, we will be reading a double portion, Vayakel and Pikudei. The double portion that finishes off the book of Shemois of Exodus. When we say Chazak, Chazak, be strong, and be strengthened. And this finishes off the 4.5 portions that talk about the building of the Mishkan, the special home for God, the structure that they put together. Once they put it together, the presence of God was there, and it changed everything about Jewish life. And even though today we don't have it, we still live off of the many years that we had it and what it brought into the Jewish DNA of every one of us and into our homes today, our synagogues. And we find something very interesting, and this is sort of the ending of the portion, where once they finished the Mishkan and they put it up, that we're told that the Jewish people traveled with this Mishkan. So at times they had to take it apart, pack it up, they'd move to the next part of their journey in the desert, and then they stopped and they put it back together again, and then they had the Mishkan for as long as they were in that place. So how did we know when it was time to travel? What was going on? So we're told that when they were in one place, there was a cloud that covered the Mishkan. And when the cloud lifted itself up, at that point we knew that it was time to travel. All the Jews packed up and they started to travel. And then when the cloud started to come down, we knew it was time to stop. And this is the next part of our journey. What is the significance of this idea of a cloud coming up on the Mishkans, going off, coming back? What is really going on? And we actually told that when the cloud was there, it was hard to go into the Mishkan. It was hard to go into this special abode. What's going on in this place? What does the cloud represent? And I want to share with you what I think and how we can apply it to ourselves as well. The Mishkan is the place of God, the house of God. This world is the house of God. God created this world. God sustains this world. Without God, nothing could exist, even for a moment, a second. God is every moment giving life and sustenance to this world. But at times, there seems to be a cloud. What happens when a cloud descends? When a cloud descends, all of a sudden, it's dark. You can't see clearly. You can't see beyond the cloud. It looks negative. And the Torah is telling us that on the Mishkan there are times where God's presence is, that there is a cloud, that things don't look clear, that there are many questions, sometimes more questions than answers, about why things are happening and why we're going through a pandemic. And why did the Holocaust happen so many years ago? And why was there a destruction of the temple? And why was there so many things? There are clouds, and many people in their individual lives, they feel like there's a cloud hovering over them and they can't see beyond and nothing makes sense. But the cloud hovered over the Mishkan. God's presence was there. So if there is a cloud and you don't seem to be able to lift that cloud, most probably you have more work to do. Most probably you have to dig in a little deeper into yourself to try to find your purpose, to try to find the strength to face what you're doing, to try to uncover the talents and the gifts God gave you, to be able to, even in the most difficult and hard and challenging, to be able to step up and overcome and obviously grow through it as well. Because when the cloud lifted, it's not over. It's time to move to the next level of growth. Our life is a constant journey of growth. And we hunker down and we grow. And we don't sit back and we retire and say it's over. Hashem says, I take it to the next part of the journey where you're going to have a new level of growth. Something new will be uncovered within you. And all of a sudden, you will become a very different person than you were yesterday. And I think this is a significance, and so much is applied to us today as well. We feel like a cloud. Many people feel like a cloud. But the truth is, it's not a cloud that's going to hold us back. It's a cloud to be able to allow us, if we take the bull by the horns, and if we recognize that this is its purpose, to dig deeper in ourselves and to bring out who we are and our greatness that lies within every one of us. And I want to tell you something, my friends. Greatness lies within every single one of us. We don't all have to be front page news, and we don't all have to be known to everyone, because what's most important is we're known to God, and God planned every one of our lives. He wanted all of us to be here, and he had a purpose why you or I or any one of us have to be here. Usually when the cloud lies, that's when the purpose could be realized. And once we graduate, we go to the next level of our purpose. So as we say, chazak, be strong, be strengthened, let us have the strength to turn the cloud to its true intention of full productive growth. And may God bless you in this journey, because we love you all. God loves you. And as we turn the page to a new month, a month of Nisan, a month of miracles, two nuns, double miracles, may we all have miracles in our life, the greatest miracle of our own finding our true selves, our deep selves, our treasures that sometimes lie buried within us. Shabbat candlelighting time in Montreal, 5:38 p.m. I want to remind everyone, this Saturday night, you have to turn the clock 1 hour ahead. But please join us for our Havdalah and our Zoom, chabadtmr.com/virtual Chabad, 7:30 p.m. Let's bring the holiness of Shabbat into the following week. All the best. Shabbat Shalom.